Hello, I'm Cynical Gamer and welcome to the first in the series of Rome 2 Let's Plays, and I'm going to be playing the Rome campaign. I'm playing as the House of Julia. Now I'll just go through the couple of pluses and minuses to them. So they have a bit of public order minusing from the start, but that can be overcome by lowering taxes and stuff like that. They have good cultural spread. +6 I think it is, I'm not sure, and I have a 10% boost of morale against barbarian tribes, and that'll really come in handy when I go into the German region of Europe against the barbarians. Just a couple of things to point out before I start. There will be a lot of frame rate issues, especially on the campaign map. Now that's not only helped by Fraps recording, that obviously slows it down, but just anyway the game has quite a frame rate issue, and of course with that frame rate issue comes the fact that I have to lower the graphics settings, so no extreme or ultra settings today, but as soon as these NVIDIA drivers come out and patches come out, then I will start to release videos of higher game graphics quality. At the moment I'm on medium graphics settings, a couple of tweaks here and there, done like 8 benchmarks to check frame rates and stuff like that, so I'm happy with the frame rate it is, but of course when it does animations on the campaign map, like zooming into battles and stuff, you will see some significant lag. So with that, I'm playing Rome. Good faction to start off with, very strong militant force, and it should be interesting to see how it plays out, spreading the culture of Rome through the barbarian tribes. I might struggle to do that a little bit, but we'll see. Of course, the not only frame rate issues in this game, there are a lot of bugs anyway, AI bugs and crashes, and it's not very good. I was planning to do a co-op campaign recording earlier than this date, but it's quite bad on campaign, but it's understandable. This is what happens with these Rome Total War games, so, or Total War games in general, but I'm sure it'll get sorted pretty soon. So on this I'll just be doing a let's play, showing you battles. I'm going to be cutting out all the loading time, so you don't have to watch the turns thingy going through it. I've seen other YouTubers showing you the turns changing. I just don't see the point. I may as well just cut it out for you. But of course I will be showing you things that might happen mid-turn, e.g. people interrupting me for diplomacy reasons and attacking me mid-turn, and you know what I mean, such like that. So I'm going to be setting myself some mini goals whilst I'm doing it, and I hope to make each episode a little bit more than half an hour long, so you're in for a long viewing, but it will be a fun one. And then lastly, before I start, in terms of my channel, Age of Empire 2 videos will be continuing. I've not stopped that, but for now, let's enjoy Rome. Right, so I've been given the instruction to start taking out these 2 settlements ahead of me. I'm already at war with them, the Etruscan League. So then I can conquer all of Rome, and that'll give me some boosts and bonuses for doing so. As you can see, there are several little hammers above all the little cities, so I presume I'm going to have to start making some upgrades. There's a very new system now. You can upgrade more than one city at a time, so even though I've clicked on this one, I can actually upgrade things on this one over here called Brundisium. There's going to be a lot of repronunciations on this video, I must admit. I'm not exactly the perfect Roman time linguistic skills, so I'm just going to improve my food in this area. Food is very crucial in this game. It's one of the main things that you have to focus on. That's took a huge chunk of my money off me, so I'm just going to try and go through this as quick as I can. Improve that one. Okay, so it's just all about getting my food up right now. So I've started just putting some fishing ports down, and I've got my boats over here with a couple of men. I'm going to start moving that around to there soon. I'm going to move that there now, actually. So I'm going to start moving this army. I'm going to go on to there and take out Liberium, hopefully, so I'm going to do that soon. going to move this.
Commander.
I am currently at war with just that people, but as you can see, I've not found a lot of the factions, but a lot of them don't like me. Not one of them is on green terms. I have got a trading with one of them, Sarakus. But I'm going to see if I can attack here. So there's some men there. I'm going to try and take them out.
Ready for battle. To battle!
Oh, so he flees into the forest. Can I attack him from there? I'm not sure if I can attack him. Oh, I can. So this is good. Straight away in the first episode we'll get to see a battle. Well, I might just auto-resolve it. Yeah, I'm going to auto-resolve this one. So now with this game, there is a change to auto-resolving. Previously, you just press auto-resolve and it just weigh up your chances and just auto-resolve it for you. Now you have 3 different options of for your AIs to attack them with. So there's protective, balanced, and aggressive. And obviously, with the more protective side of things, you lose less men, but also might not win. It gives you a good odds on which one you want. So I'm gonna go with protective.
Along with the
I'm gonna cancel off this woman. I need to turn off that, so I'll have to turn that off on the second episode. So on this game, they've brought back slaves and captives, and of course, because I am Rome, I'm going to be quite brutal and just kill off all the captives.
Good news indeed. Your general.
Keep cancelling her off. And because of that battle win, I've just got my upgrades on my general, so I'm going to upgrade him now. So it's very much like the Shogun layout. You've got your traits that you start off with, what household they're in, and the skills. So I'm just going to select one. Okay, I'm going to have authority because I want my men to be
good news.
Stay under my control as much as possible. So that'll be that for that turn. And I'll move my spy because you've got agents on this game as well. Move the spy further up, and I'll send it close, but
not into those waters. Is there nothing else?
And I'll leave it for this turn, I think. So as I've said, I'll cut out the loading times so you don't have to watch that. But I will just quickly before I go, just start doing some research. This is a new research panel. For a long time I didn't know what each one did because I couldn't find it, but of course it is on this left hand side of the screen. On all Rome games usually it just pops up above like there, as you can see the 100% research rate. Usually it tells you just straight there, but instead of here. And I'm just going to check my finances quickly. Right, so I'm getting -6 happiness a turn, and it shows my army upkeep and everything there. Sorry if I sound a bit basic with this, like as if it's a tutorial explaining everything to you. It's just for some people that might want to learn about the game. I have to suit all my audience, so I will explain a little as I go along. So I'll skip next turn. Okay, so we're back from the next turn now, and I've only got one event message, and it is to do with the general, and it's just about the fact that the household has expanded. I'm not quite sure how that works. Just to do a couple of upgrades here. I'll leave that. I'm going to just expand my army a little bit though. The new system on this game is that you no longer spawn men from the city. You spawn them inside the general's army. But of course, with that, you have to be inside the city's border, so you can recruit still. So it's a bit confusing, but of course, you can still recruit mercenaries, as you always could do on the game. Oh, I'm just going to recruit them.
Good work. Rome.
Flare off. And let's attack here.
Let them cower before Rome.
Oof. So this one might have to be played. Very heavy on archers, so hopefully, or range units should I say, so hopefully I can win in that respect. But I think I'm gonna have to play this one. Oh, actually, I'm just gonna encircle and just see if I can I grab my spy and tell him to? No, I can't do that, so that's too late. I was gonna try and do some spy work before I get into the attack, but I can't do that whilst I'm encircling it, so I'm gonna start the assault. So we're back in this loading of the battle, and it's called the Battle of Valfair, I think. As I said, multiple pronunciations will be in this series. The weather conditions, you can change it just like Shogun you can. I'm not going to be bothered waiting, I'm just going to keep it dry. Well, actually, let's give it one wait. Let's keep it dry. Okay, so I'm going to start my deployment. Just like any other Rome game. I'm just going to have a look at what men I've got. I've got my melee in the middle, my general at the back, and my archers at the front. I have to try and capture this point or just take out all the men. I think, even though they're defending, I'm going to try and take advantage of this hill. Let's start the battle. Right, so let's all my
No man whose bravery ready and waiting in service to Rome.
Now, some of the things that have changed from this game to the previous are there are no. There used to be on Shogun that there was like an arrow system, so you could select a man and say if you wanted him just to move slightly forward, you didn't have to re-click like that. You could just press the arrow and go forward. I don't know where that is on this game for now. I don't think they've got it in it. But it was really useful to keeping them all in formation. It also doesn't let you zoom out very much, so when I get to this mountain it does cut off quite a lot of my view. But hey ho. I mean, of course, as the guy just said, you've got game speed controls, so I'll be using them quite a bit. I'm getting good frames per second in this match, steadying from 24 to 5, so I'm happy with that. Oh, I'm gonna set my.
In service of Rome.
Of course, we have the new feature of the. I don't know what you call it, the cinematic camera. I find it brilliant. It's really immersive. Well, I should concentrate now.
Jupiter gives us strength and speed.
There is some AI glitches every now and then, like the javelin men seem to run back randomly. But I'm sure that'll fix with patches in the future. So he's sending his mob forward. I'm going to try and lob as many. Charge my men in. Battle clash. Mob not very strong morale, so they're going to flee quite quickly. I get my spearmen ready. Do a backward charge.
The men are wavering.
Let's get my general involved.
Romans ready for duty. Double time. Quick, ready and waiting.
Our general is under attack.
Careful with my general, make sure I don't lose him.
Italian spearmen. Engage! Attack! Double time! For glory! Missiles awaiting targets.
Oh, so I've turned the tide with this backward charge. Got to watch out for these Italian spearmen in case they get me, and that's it, I've broken them off. I can just straighten up my men. There's a brilliant attack there, just balancing out the team. And now the forces are on my side. He's only got 2 units left. I'm going to bring the spearmen around here just to withen up my attack. But there we go, you see them do that. Do the same thing again, run around quickly. Breaking men off is very good on this game, I must admit. They have improved that, that is one of the issues on the game. So you've got javelins coming in at the side, and then heavy attack at the back.
Romans ready for duty.
I'll just continue this assault. I'm going to use my perk of quick reload. Does have a bit of a glitchy start, but then they definitely fire a lot quicker. How are these men doing? They're coming in from here. See what I'm doing now? I'm going to make sure that I can ram into them with my melee. But it's too late. I'm sending my horse to finish them off. And it's a brilliant victory for the Roman army, and that has enabled me to capture. So I'm going to end the battle and then cut it back to the campaign map so you don't have to enjoy watching the loading times. So not only was it a victory, it was a close one. I expected something like that because there was quite a bit of team killing from those javelins hitting me in the back. I was in quite a tight spot in that corridor, but it did come to my advantage, especially with my strong swordsman helping out there, just to take the advantage over those Italian spearmen that he had, and of course the mobs, which are extremely weak in morale and in attack. They're just a bit of cannon fodder, really. And I'll see you on the campaign map. So, as you can see here, I had 129 losses, and he had a significant more amount of losses, with almost 400. I only team killed about 10 of my own men.
Good work. The settlement is now under your...
So, I've got the settlement now. I'm not sure how it recorded in the middle of that loading screen, because I didn't know if it'd do this, which is tell me what the victory terms were. So I did it in mid-loading because I didn't know if it'd come up again. So I've killed 427. He killed 212 of mine. He's lost all his forces, but of course 46 of them are captured. So I can just peacefully occupy, loot and raise. I'm just going to occupy because it is still in Rome, so to speak, as in the Italian shoe. I'm going to keep peace here, as I am already having some public order issues. So, some leveling up on my men there, and I'm going to keep them inside here for a bit just for them to replenish and get better. They automatically replenish on this game. You used to have to select for them to, but it says it'll take 2 turns for most of them to replenish, 1 turn from a general. But of course I am going to get rid of the Italian spearmen, as it does cost me quite a lot to keep mercenaries in my army. I just wanted them for the attackers.
Skills are yours.
I'm going to send my spy to sabotage in Arminium, and I'll go with the one that's got the highest chance of success. I'm going to attack the mine market, and I'm going to do the 50% one and see how that goes. So I've got 1,900, so let's try and spend that on something. Sadly, it.
Good. You have the
So the sabotage was successful.
to achieve your end.
I
Excellent
managed
news,
to
I think.
level up
Your
my general.
agent now has a...
Managed to level up my agent and of course do the sabotage successfully. So just like with the general, I've got all the options here. So I think I like the look of that one. 5% chance of critical success in all actions, so
Your
that means
agent.
killing the general instead of wounding him and stuff like that, so I definitely want that one. Let's do an upgrade here. Okay, I'm going to go with that one just because it pluses up free public order per turn, and as I've said before, I'm having quite an issue with public order. Even with low taxes, I have -24 per turn on my public order. So not good at all, and I need to really get this situation sorted. What does get confusing sometimes is when I expand the city. If I expand the city and then don't build something on it, then it can turn into slums, and then I have to delete the slums, which cost me 500. So I need to make sure that definitely doesn't happen. I think I'm going to move this army up north, just to assist the other army when it comes to 2 turns time, and then we both will attack that place, and then I'll have the very most part of Rome Italian shoe captured then. You know why I'm calling it the Italian shoe? It just looks like a shoe, so I'm going to keep on calling it that.
Fleet reporting.
Small army there. Let's give it a shot. Actually no, let's recruit some units actually. That'll take 1 turn. And that's that. So I'll attack that in the next turn. And I'll skip to the next turn. Oh. Warning, are you sure you want to end the turn? The following concerns remain unaddressed. This force has remained unassigned. Blah, blah, blah. What on earth does that mean? Don't have a clue what that was talking about.
At your command.
Unless it meant the army, because I think that's the same name.
We hunger for battle.
I just wanted to stay there, I guess.
We cannot follow this order.
Yeah, it's to do with the army. Right, so I just wanted them to stay there. I don't know why it's warning me about it, but I was happy to keep them where they are. So, we're back from the end of that last turn, and the research is complete on the economic side of the research. I've had that ship built from the previous turn, and I think it's time to attack someone again. Oh, but there is this on the edge. This is not good at all. So I'm going to move my army here.
Commander,
try and move them towards there, because of course boats now can dock onto land and attack me. So I need to be very careful that they don't try and take my capital.
yes.
I mean, I actually can attack them from there. I'm not sure what that'll do in terms of whether I'll get support from the city or not. This, of course, army has got 1 more turn to go till they're fully replenished. I could, yet again, attack or sabotage this place. Just to level her up, and I think I will do it at 300. See if it works.
Good.
Sabotage successful
you have the
again.
sense to use Rome's agent.
Again, I've got to turn off the advice, but I'll do that in the next episode. I apologise for that one. And I need to do some upgrades. There's still that hammer above it. So I think that's just telling me that stuff is building or something, possibly. I'm honestly guessing. I'll do that upgrade. And I think I expanded the city last time, so not with Rome. This is what gets confusing. Alright, for this one, I need 700. So I'm gonna cancel the upgrade on this, so it doesn't, to avoid it becoming a slum, this extra slot. I'm gonna make it into a villa because I want it to be. I'll make one of them an offensive outpost, and I think I'll make it the one from the port. So to avoid being attacked by these people, I'm going to hire some mercenaries.
to battle.
So I've got. Oh, and they fled away from the area. One of the interesting things about this is I've actually got legionnaires, which is a very high level of unit in one of the boats, and I actually can't even hire legionnaires for quite a while in the game, so it's quite interesting that I've got such a high level of unit basically in a navy. I think I'll chase them down,
Ready for orders. Kill
and
the
I'll make
cowards!
this the last triumph for this episode comes to a close. Oh, but I think I'll just auto resolve it. I think I'll just do a heavy attack. Okay, so I lost 45 men and killed. I killed 205. So that meant they killed 42 of their own men. And of course, I am Rome, so I will kill all captives.
The sea beckons.
And with that, my legionnaires, I think, because I think they're the generals. I presume they are. I'd imagine they are. Legionnaire will now get a nice little upgrade. And I'll increase the cunning. And I think my next goal is to try and take over Alaya and go for Arminium. And hopefully I'll capture the whole of Italy by the next episode. So guys, see you next time, and thanks for watching.